To pursue certain goals, you pretend that they did not exist. Now, however, your global situation as a race requires the new acquisition of some ancient arts. These can help you become aware again of those inner idealizations that form your private reality and your mass world. These arts are useless if they are not practiced, unless in that they lie ever latent, that they are not brought out into the exterior framework of your world. To use these arts requires, first of all, the knowledge that beneath the world you know is another, that alongside the focus of consciousness with which you are familiar, there are other focuses quite as legitimate. Chapter 8, The Purpose of Being. Seth. Your spirit joined itself with flesh, and in flesh, to experience a world of incredible richness, to help create a dimension of reality, of colors, and of form. Your spirit was born in flesh to enrich a marvelous area of sense awareness, to feel energy made into corporeal form. You are here to use, enjoy, and express yourself through the body. You are here to aid in the great expansion of consciousness. You are not here to cry about the miseries of the human condition, but to change them when you find them not to your liking through the joy, strength, and vitality that is within you, to create the spirit as faithfully and as beautifully as you can in flesh. In the most basic sense, the purpose of life is being as opposed to not being. In your system of three-dimensional reality, you are learning about mental energy, also called thought energy or psychic energy, and how to use it. Knowledge about mental energy and its use is learned by constantly transforming your thoughts and emotions into physical form, your physical reality, and by then perceiving and dealing with the matter and events that are formed. From doing this, you are supposed to get a clear picture of your inner development as it is reflected by the exterior environment. You participate in physical reality so that you can operate and experience within this dimension. Here you can develop your abilities, learn, create, solve problems, and help others. What is gross about your flesh or about the seasons that sweep through it and across the earth? Where is there a greater exaltation, and where is there a finer power than what you are? And what is within you? From that do you form all of your realities and all of your worlds. Look to dim horizons, bloodless ones in which you are spirit without form. If spirit did not want form, it would not have worn it. It would not make it daily in your image out of your own desires. It would not tremble in your fingertips and fly to the channel of your bone. Your creaturehood is your divinity and your knowledge, for through your creaturehood, your divinity expresses itself. You are awake who believe your dream. You are dreaming who believe you are awake. For terms are meaningless. You make your tomorrow out of your desire, as you form your present and your past. Your gut awareness is a God in you laughing, so rejoice. When gods do not need intestines, they will not make them. When gods do not enjoy the smile on your lips, you will not need the lips, and the gods will be the sorrier, and you will be the sorrier. Within your experience now is the joy of your being, and that fine, astute, pure native rousing itself up through stems of fresh limbs and arms, looking out through your own individual eyes at the universe it has created, and finds it good. What is gross about your being? Only your belief. You shine with reality that in other universes appears as stars, and they look and they say, what beauty, what distance, and what fine, undefinable existence is this? As all of you know, but as all of you need telling, not from me, but from yourself, spontaneity knows its own order. If you did not distrust yourself so thoroughly, you would not worry about your responsibilities. Being yourself automatically fulfills any responsibility. The gods created the universe out of joy and playfulness and creativity, not because they thought they had to. Your being is blessed and spontaneous because it is. And fulfilling it with nature automatically fulfills your purpose and, in your terms, your responsibility. If you are the self that you are, you use your abilities out of joy. When you use your abilities out of responsibility, you distort them. You help because you think you should, not because it is a joyful part of your being, and you begin to question who needs my help most. Can you imagine the sun thinking, who needs my help most? Should I send forth my rays upon this flower or that one? Which flower needs my help the most? Or the rain saying, which blade of grass should I bless with myself? No, the sun is itself and you are yourself, and through your being, you bless yourself and all others. Being yourself, you can trust yourself. Then your responsibilities are automatically fulfilled. And if you do not trust yourself, there is no responsibility that you can fulfill, and no one that you can truly help. If you could but perceive the miraculous nature of your own reality in this particular moment that you call the present, how dazzled you would be, and how little you would think in terms of purposes. Your reality is purpose and knows itself. What a rich, undefined miracle exists in each of your beings now. You look at paintings or a poem and call them great. If you could feel the miraculous structure of your own being now and appreciate it, how you would wonder. The appreciation must come from yourselves. You think you are aware with techniques which you read about? Listen to just one cell within your body and hear it sing with purpose and integrity and joy. Feel a leaf. Feel the petal-like quality of your own thoughts. Be yourself in the moment, and again, what is the power of the present? I demonstrate it for you, but it is your own, and it is within you now, the energy that you perceive. You each have the same energy, and it sings within your being. You need not be shy of it. It is your own. You need not look to gurus or gods or Ruperts or Seths. It dwells within you. This is spirituality within your tissues. Physical existence is sacred and good. There is nothing wrong with it. Atoms and molecules, they are holy. Your consciousness is holy, and so is your little toe. You can aspire, you must aspire, for that is within you. But all that is now within you. You do not have to traverse worlds. You do not have to meet hopeless little gods at doorways to let you know whether or not you can enter or follow through on tests, or as some psychics tell you. You do not have to take upon yourself definite rituals. You have only to look within yourself for the source of exaltation, creativity, and song. Now, Rupert makes contact with me, but having made contact, I am like some vital, ever-growing field that you finally reach. It is up to you to wander in that field and pluck your own idiot flowers and find your own paths. At this moment, the field is there, the field that is my reality, and yet is your own reality. And you must intellectually probe it and intuitively probe it and find your own paths within it. Its sources rise from your own being and from the fountainhead of creativity that is within each of you. The teacher is within each of you, and you are yourselves the teacher that you do not recognize. And the voice that speaks in your dreams is the voice of yourself that you do not recognize speaking from the ancient founts of knowledge that you are, that are your own. I have told you often that I am no spooky guide that speaks in the night. I am myself, but I am also the speechless portion of your own selves. I am height that you have reached and do not know that you have reached. I am your own heartbeat. I do have my own individuality, yet this is in no way means that there is not a meeting ground between what I am and what you are. I want you to understand that in this moment in your time, your very cells respond to what I say, not because I say it, but because your cells also speak through my voice and the forgotten portions of you to which you do not listen. The voice that cries in the wilderness is your own, and the voice that answers from eons of time that you do not understand is your own. You have counterparts. You have counterparts. You are not alone. You have brothers and sisters that you do not recognize. Stratums that fly through the night in your terms now have known consciousness and song. The air that brushes past your cheek is alive. It too has known love and exultation and will again. Remember, therefore, that your own vitality is without bounds, that it is ever new, that it sweeps through your own frame as easily and as naturally as the energy sweeps through this form, that you have only to accept it and acknowledge it. The vitality of life is not quiet, it is not adult, it is not dignified, it is. All the alleyways down which you have traveled have openings. Any disasters that you have worked upon yourself have openings. Any energy that you need to direct to any part of your physical image is yours for the asking. Any thought that you have is creative. As easily and miraculously as a flower grows, or as a hair grows out of your skull, or as a thought arises from your brain, that energy resides within you. That energy is your own divinity rests within it. The bridge ways that you form and that all of you know are made of this vitality. In silence it grows and is nurtured, but it is not of itself quiet. It is vigorous, and it is not afraid of quiet. It forms you. Get on good terms with it, and do not deny it. I ask you to identify with the power behind this voice and to feel within your very cells, for it is your own power, your own energy, your own knowledge, and the divinity from which you have sprung and which is a part of each of you. The voice that answers is your own. Then listen to it with love and understanding. 2 young women visited Rupert lately. They were exuberant, energetic, and filled with youthful idealism. They want to change the world. Working with the Ouija board, they received messages telling them that they could indeed have a part in a great mission. One young lady wanted to quit her job, stay at home, and immerse herself in psychic work, hoping that her part in changing the world could be accomplished in that manner. The other was an office worker. There is nothing more stimulating, more worthy of actualization than the desire to change the world for the better. That is indeed each person's mission, intently. You began by working in that area of activity that is your own unique one, with your own life and activities. You began in the corner of an office, or in the assembly line, or in the advertising agency, or in the kitchen. You began where you are. When you fulfill your own abilities, when you express your personal idealism through acting it out to the best of your ability in your daily life, then you are changing the world for the better.